and speaking of my auntie Dr. Michelle G, talk nice, don't talk twice. Big up Oopa Big Up on Dash for Oopa Dash for. You're listening to Get With The Fix.
Legends Productions.
Welcome to Get With The Fix Radio, New Jersey's top leading Caribbean station, where we have some of the best DJs and hosts. We are the only Caribbean station that streams 24/7 here at getwiththefix.net. To advertise, we can be reached at 908-578-3237. This is Get With The Fix.
Yo, you don't know it's your girl Danica. You're listening to Michelle G. Get With A Fix Radio, and right now it's all about ready. Uno ready? Let's go. Legends Productions.
Everything is be a time can't waste to the time can't sit long and I do. Happy to the right now for them I send me I blow the night focus and zone out. Work through the night, me no sleep on my dreams. The age I go up, me no reach someone eat it. Can't be my friend if you live it.
Hi, Lexi.
Can't be my friend if you have too much feelings inside. Move forever, so the limit is the sky. Make it move, money move till I die. Hustle hard every day, me I try. Do the right thing. I move forever, so the limit is the sky. Make it move, money move till I die. Hustle hard every day, me I try. Do the right thing. You have to make from the boat, them make collect tax, tax, mommy, hold them there. More money, less talking, less problem. Live my life like a movie, real life gem. You tell me not the scheme, no cheap push, but could I really stop me from doing? I got the back feet, so made the stars need all the fight is big. If I no money, move them and I move rock life, excuse me. Sorry, it's a girl alone that got the truth.
See them touch you, just one man a touch you. And you know two man one time. Girl, your body exclusive. It's one man. One man. Could never be two big. You a star, yeah. I can't find your body exclusive. It's one man. One man. Could never be two big. You a star, yeah. You're not coming off, no, you're not regular, girl. No bag a boy can't tell Satan. And you little bit of grow up, girl, I just say you're tan. You're not bag, no, you're not check it back. Tell a girl, check your file. It clean, you can walk with your head so high. Your reputation a good girl all the while. Top girl profile. Tell her body exclusive. It's up one man. One man could have never been a two big. You a star, girl. Come see me, wine for the done. Come see me, wine for the song. Come see me, wine for the done. Come see me. Nobody there when you're the leader. When me give you the black belt and a ninja. Your body like a window. Done anything for dinner. Want give me touch, show me a touch that. Evil a best, can you love me to that? In TikTok, show you a TikTok. Me fi flat like pillow, show me there in your bed. No, dog. Should I not say I be coming down, make shit on you in a X. So the next time me and her flex, dog, I got nothing if you vex, but you can't stop her from cut. Me know you're a girl, but right now I don't know you she want. Don't get that, just step on her mind, you there. When she a wind up your body all night, wind up your body all night, wind up your body all night.
I call a different type of way more time, don't it? Especially when you love somebody and you not really get what you want. Why you love her so much? Why you love her so much? If love's so nice, why you love her so much? Why you love her so much? Why you love her so much? If love's so nice, why you love her so much? Hey. Because if from the start, me I go care your heart and I will never do you wrong. Two of us can have a band with good relations, so we set a solid foundation. No? I not try to control your world like a PC where get program. If you care for me and I care for you, we are gonna have emotion. Why you love her so much? Why you love her so much? If love's so nice, why you love her so much? Why you love her so much? Why you love her so much?
Hear me now, girl, me like your style. Like your vibe, me like how you ride. Oh, oh. Every time I see you, me love you, girl. And the more I see you, me love you, girl. She got Mike sing like Shanty. Me spunky, she love roughness, so she thank me. Girl, I scream out, so she love me. I say she can't do without me. I say she love lollipop. I blow out the dance and dance. Every time she come over, she thank me. And number one, yo, she rank me. She had that. Look good, no love chat like parrot. Every time I see you, me love you, girl. And the more I see you, me love you, girl. She got Mike sing like Shanty. Me spunky, she love roughness, so she thank me. Hey, girl, more love you for life. Just keep on do it. Keep me happy and keep on show it. My God, girl, the way you ride on the bike, your body give me a vibe. Keep me alive, girl. And you know I love you. Yeah.
Mother, I promise, girl. You are gonna be the queen in my palace, girl. You me want me, no want me, no gallus. You know why you me love you, now wonder like Alice. I promise, girl. You are gonna be the queen in my palace, girl. You me want me, no want me, no gallus. You know why you me love you, now wonder like Alice. You know if you wonder if me a cheat. Phone unlock anytime me asleep. My friend him wonder how me do it. Proud one burner anytime me touch the street. Her legends me a give her. She not fi wonder if me a PR. Sense of security me give her. If you up her, she don't me there with her. I promise, girl. You are gonna be the queen in my palace, girl. You me want me, no want me, no gallus. You know why you me love you, now wonder like Alice. I'm asking what's that guy represent. I promise, girl. You are gonna be the queen in my palace, girl.
Podcast. Holy people got you in every single time. BS. Cyclone. I have to make it, you know why? My guess. One leap of fight. Them tell me, one leap of life. One leap of them me feed and my hands them turn around and bite. Me cry, one leap of tears. Me conquer, one leap of fears. One leap of time them to me now make it, but me know my must be there. One door closed, many open. Me never want anything to give up, because I'm chosen. And when they say no, me just prove them wrong. Not anything. I'm asking what Zaga representing. I'm asking get to the Fix Radio. Michelle G. Ah, Zaga. Holy people got you.
Get the Fix, Michelle G. Good evening, good night, good afternoon, good morning. Wherever you are in the world, this is the Banks Rhythm. Yeah, the Banks Rhythm. Shout out to Lexi 8 Legends. Finally, the video for this song I'm about to play is dropping. Finally. I guess Cyclone was holding on to the video. But the video for Whole Leap is officially out. I guess they're going to start doing some promotion on that right now. This song is Whole Leap, Cyclone, Basie, and Zaga. Get with the Fix, Michelle G.
Holy people got you in this one. BS. Zaga. Cyclone. I have to make it, you know why? My guess. One leap of fight. Them tell me, one leap of life. Whole heap of them me feed and my hands them turn around and bite. Me cry, whole heap of tears. Me conquer, whole heap of fears. Whole heap of time them say me nah make it, but me know my must be there.
One door closed, many open. Me never want anything to give up because I'm chosen. And when they say no, me just prove them wrong. Not anything get you out of their mind to must be gone.
One, Zaga. Hey.
I'm not saying what Zaga representing. I'm say get with the fix radio. Michelle G. Ah, Zaga.
Holy forgot you in this one. Yes.
The video for this song is dropping. It dropped today. A snippet dropped today. The video is about to drop fully.
My guess. Whole heap of fight. Them tell me, whole heap of lies. Whole heap of them me feed and my hands them turn around and bite. Me cry, whole heap of tears. Me conquer, whole heap of fears. Whole heap of time them say me nah make it, but me know my must be there.
One door closed, many open. Me never want anything to give up because I'm chosen. And when they say no, me just prove them wrong. Not anything get you out of their mind to must be gone.
One, Zaga. Hey. Yeah. Holy for pony. Nothing to lose. Holy for you. See when me got you, I know me pay. Holy for views. Me holy for fans. Even if some of me songs don't have holy for views. And holy for war when me fight with it can't show. Holy for
When one door closed, many open. Me never want anything to give up because I'm chosen. And when they say no, me just prove them wrong. Not anything get you out of their mind to must be gone.
Wallet balloon. Wallet. I'm gonna send that to Cyclone so you know I can say the whole heap. Real deep too. Yeah, with the fix, Michelle G. I'm here. I'm live in the building. Of course, streaming live on getwiththefix.net, Blaze Radio, Mighty Mix, Majestic Coffee, and Metric Radio. All so, yeah, I am in the building. I see Mr. Benny is on the live. We are having a different kind of conversation today. A different kind of conversation. You know, I have friends all over the place who do all kinds of things, who experience a lot of different things in their lives, and it's only right that, you know, I wanted to have this conversation today because I think it's important. I think it's really important for us to have this conversation today. So, Benny, I'm about to add you on the live. I hope you and the wife are ready so we can get this show on the road, right? I am Michelle G. For some reason, I feel like I'm screaming, but I don't know. Everything is at the level it's supposed to be at, Bo. Whatever.
I make it, you know why? My guess. Whole heap of fight. Them tell me, whole heap of lies. Whole heap of them me feed and my hands them turn around and bite. Me cry, whole heap of tears. Me conquer, whole heap of fears. Whole heap of time them say me nah make it, but me know my must be there.
One door closed, many open. Me never want anything to give up because I'm chosen. And when they say no, me just prove them wrong. Not anything get you out of their mind to must be gone.
One, Zaga. Hey. Yeah. Holy for pony. Nothing to lose. Holy for you. See when me got you, I know me pay. Holy for views. Holy for
Good night.
And happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth. Same to you, dear. Same to you. How you guys doing? How's everybody doing?
We're good enough. Can't
good?
complain, Mitch.
Oh, I wasn't expecting to have the baby on the live, but I'm glad that she's here tonight.
She just loves to be a part of things, you know what I
She
mean?
just wanted to be in the conversation. She just wanted to be in the conversation. So here on Get With The Fix for the first time, we have Benny and Sonica. This conversation is about autism tonight. You know, I do a lot of things around here, and oftentimes I try to do some different kind of stuff because this is information that we need to know. I know being Caribbean, there are probably a lot of Caribbean parents who have autistic children but don't express it, don't talk about it because, of course, we're Caribbean and those are not things that we tend to discuss a lot. Right? You guys agree or disagree?
Facts. It's a fact.
Yeah, very much so. So tell me, guys, what is autism to you guys? What is autism to you?
The boss explain.
The boss.
It's very neurological disorder.
Okay.
It's where the kids may do repetitive action.
Mm-hmm.
Something. Yeah. Like mostly have a strong interest towards one thing.
Okay.
So, and they'll be mostly like lacking in their social skills or they need a lot of help in their daily lives.
Okay. So let's go back a little bit, right? Tell me, when did you guys find out that your daughter was autistic? Like, when did that happen?
Around 18 months. She was just learning to walk. We were on vacation and I think she just turned 1.
Okay.
Yes, it's about between the 12 to 18 months. I can't remember exactly.
Okay.
Good.
So while she was in your belly, you had no idea any of this was going on or any of that kind of stuff? Or did you?
No, actually, she didn't born with autism.
Okay.
We were on vacation and she got sick. It was from a person who had a dental problem with him. They had like a disease.
Okay.
It was dental.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking to her and the saliva got into her mouth, which is it lodged in her, between her speech cord and there's another, but it lodged within her throat and she started to get sick. So when she came back here, she was hospitalized for like 21 days in ICU. And from then, by the amount of antibiotics that it was given to her, she lost all the muscles in her entire body when she was now developing. So that caused, by it was vancomycin, the highest level of antibiotics.
Mm-hmm.
So that caused a disorder to put her on the ASD spectrum.
I never knew this. I'm in shock right now. Wow. So literally talking to people can get you sick.
Yes, there's salivas. A lot of people, like, we have a lot of bacteria in our mouth.
Yes.
When it comes to babies, if you talk and that saliva go into their mouth, it can get them sick, either severe or not so much. But it depends on if that person was sick before.
Okay. Wow, this is why they say don't kiss babies on their mouths, because the transmission. Wow, I'm learning a lot today. I'm so glad I decided to have this conversation, because I never knew that that's how she got, to this point in her life. I thought that, you guys saw something in utero and you still decided to, bring her to life or whatever. But wow, oh my goodness. So how were you guys feeling when you were dealing with all of that? Like, what was happening with both of you mentally while dealing with that?
Well, you see, mentally, you said to yourself, say, why me, father? But at the same time, my grandmother was saying to say, Mama, years ago, God bless the dead. Always said to me, say, if fingers stink, you can't chop it off. I mean?
Yeah.
She's mine and 100% mine, and trust me, anything she wants, then I'm there, you know what I mean? And as you say, in the West Indian culture here, a few folks, I know people with autistic kids and they tend to want to buy them.
Yeah.
They don't bring them up, you know what I mean? As if autism is not a sexual transmitted disease.
Right. It's not an end-of-life situation. It's not an end-of-life situation. Yeah.
I just remember, disability is not an inability,
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for me, how I felt, I had no feelings towards it because there was no feelings. It was just reactive. Like, what can I do to research to make sure she was getting the proper care within the hospital? And I had no plan beyond that. When she came out, then I did another research. Like this, every couple months, I will do my own research how I can help her. I have no feelings towards it because I can't start to think of it. If I start to think about it, it will. Yes.
Yeah.
There's no feelings.
Did you guys know the individual that incident happened, or it was a stranger? Oh, you know.
It was a work colleague of mine.
Wow.
That I later learned that went into the hospital to had. I learned afterwards, after investigating, when she was in ICU and they run all the different tests to find one person. And that was said to us. I did the investigation afterward and I found out it was a past work colleague.
Did you confront that person? Like, have you had a conversation with that person? You're smiling.
Yeah.
What was that conversation? What was that conversation?
It was innocent. Well, we don't speak because it was accusatory, basically.
Okay.
For her. So, yeah, we just had a blatant conversation because if I have something to say to you, I will say.
Yeah.
Your response is your response.
We are aware. We are aware. We are
GT style.
GT style, right?
Yeah.
GT style.
Yeah,
wow. Go ahead, Benny.
Yeah, as me say, still me personally, is a situation where it's a learning curve for me, and it showed that they have tolerance, because you know what I mean. All my life growing up, right, especially back home in the Caribbean, where we used to attend schools. I could remember vividly that we got some students who wasn't up to par, and used to say, "Oh, they don't like math and they can't read and they can't," not knowing that is a disability they had. You know what I mean? And either people that was
that's not necessarily autism. That's a different.
Yeah, but some people you could see that, you know what I mean, but we wasn't aware of it. We don't know what it was.
You have to be, you should be tested.
Yeah.
And if kids are neurological, if you see they have a developmental delay, whether it is or physical, you should get them tested as early as possible.
Yeah.
Early intervention.
And then you will know if they're on the spectrum.
Yeah.
And from then, which part of the spectrum they are.
Yeah.
So with the contact support, you just will get, if they will start maybe from the lowest spectrum. That's for my daughter. After coming out of hospital with no muscles.
Wow. Just wow.
There is no muscles, not even to suck. Like from waist down, she couldn't walk. You know, it was predicted by experts because we go to school and we get our bachelor's and our master's. From those studies, we come about to say, well, you know, this child wouldn't be able to talk and she wouldn't be able to walk. That's from studies.
Right.
From studies, that's what they said. But from my perspective, I know with help and prayers, things works wonders. Because they wanted to teach her sign language because she couldn't speak after her surgery. Yeah, she had an operation on her throat. Well,
I got a trick.
Yeah, with my studies, instead of they going through here, which would leave her permanent scar, because she was so young, I had them go through her mouth.
Okay.
So she couldn't speak, and she's speaking, she's walking, and we still have our issues, but it is an every day. You have to do your research.
Yeah,
you have to do
it. Definitely. Have you guys had conversations with other parents in regards to having people are kissing on your kids and putting their mouth on your kids and all of that kind of stuff? Like, have you guys had this conversation before?
Yes, Michelle, man.
Oh no!
We tell people.
She wasn't allowed. When she was younger, there was no stranger she was going to. But this happened at a family function.
No, what I'm saying is that have you guys educated other parents about folks?
I have had conversations with, but yes, they do talk about don't kiss on people's kids because they put their hand in their mouth.
And their hands. Don't touch somebody's child either, because the first thing baby do is
hands.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yes, and people, with things we take for granted. It hurt other people, so you gotta be careful, especially after this COVID-19 situation. You have to be extremely careful.
Yeah.
Wow. But it's always,
I'm still in shock learning about how she developed autism, because 9 times out of 10 they say kids are born with it or it's through the vaccine or whatever the case may be. But just something as simple as that caused all of this. I think I would want to sue somebody. Like, I feel like I want to fight for you guys right now. Like,
it's your money, Michelle.
I feel like I want to find this person and fight them because wow. Oh my, and as much as Benny and I talk, like I've never asked him, how she developed the autism, but I'm glad, like I said, that we're having this conversation now so that people can understand that something such as small as that can change your life and your child's life forever.
Yes.
So I'm so grateful to you guys for even being so open to have the conversation.
Yeah, Mitch, let me tell you something. We really mash up people in this way. It's a pride. It's a wicked thing.
Yeah, definitely.
And some people just don't want to discuss. You see a person, child, and you guys remember, we have a daughter on the spectrum. I could see certain things.
Yeah.
But you open your mouth and say to somebody like they want to take offense to it as if, who you?
Yeah.
What is my business?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People like to hide. If your child is autistic, the child is autistic.
Yeah.
It's your child to do.
Definitely.
My child come like that, you know. Share a travel buddy, because they love my frequent flyer. I mean, very wrong guy. And trust me, anywhere I'm going to set up my system, it's the daytime, it's me and Eva.
She's there, yeah.
And because trust me, there were no Eva.
Yeah.
There were no Eva. We got a funeral in Connecticut. A friend of mine passed away, so I introduced my wife to his kids and stuff like that. The doctor said, don't worry, Eva, I know you. We know you.
But to interject there, this is a process.
Yes.
It's not as easy. You may see her outspoken, you may see her walking, and you may see her talking now. Everything is a process. It has to be learned.
Yeah.
And as a practice, you have to advocate for your child. Because
Yeah.
I could remember typically getting the call from the speech therapist. Of course, she had her bachelor's and she did her study. That it's time that we teach her
sign language.
So that's what you want because of studies. I understand your perspective.
Yeah.
But from my perspective, well, she was a private hire because forget the help, it was both public and private. There was a lot of private hiring with the speech to get her where she is. A lot of private. So if you come with that perspective and you wasn't if you didn't have a ground in God, I didn't hire you.
Okay.
Because you coming solely on what was taught to you in school. You don't have any beliefs.
Yeah.
And as long as you don't have beliefs, I don't believe in hiring you.
Definitely.
That's you.
Definitely.
So it's like that.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. That's part of the show of the family. My mother go crazy. Mother say, if we learn sign language now in my old age, Your
mama was not having it.
No, sir. Mama said, no, she depend on that. But the thing is this, right, Mish, as I tell you, you see, you have to have confidence in yourself. You have to have a strong belief, you know what I mean? As we say, my wife, I have to give her respect. If determines a person, she determines, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
When you get upset and thing and get carried and get flustered, she just said, no, I'm going to see it. She not give up on her daughter, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She works with either 24/7, 48/4.
Yeah.
But I give her my support because as a husband, I'm there for her, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Mentally and physically. You know what I mean?
It's just working in stages. You know what part you want to focus on right now. And for this 3 months, that's what we're going to try. If it don't work out as she don't speak, then she don't speak.
Right.
As she wasn't born with this, I know things could turn around.
Yeah.
And she walks and she talks. She just said the grade 3 general exam.
Yes.
Nice.
And very, very outgoing and outspoken because that was taught to her. So she knows.
Yeah.
And it's just like 2 weeks. I told her she's autistic. Just 2 weeks.
Oh wow. How did she react to that? How did she react?
She was discussing another friend of hers. Their behavior.
Okay.
Is more on the spectrum.
Okay.
So she's saying him. So I'm like, both of you guys are autistic, but he's just more like that. So you want to make fun of his behavior, but when a child that is considered normal see you do certain things, they will make fun of you. Because people are like that.
Yes, definitely.
So you have to give empathy to him because you also on the spectrum. You're just
high functioning. You're high functioning, right?
No, people like to say high functioning, but she's just she's
advanced.
She's just more stronger.
Okay.
So what we consider normal.
Okay. Okay. So what was her reaction? Like, what did she say when you told her that?
She asked me what is, right? So she researched it. Her research currently is what is how the kids behave when they're autistic. You know. So now it's coming to light. Now she actually understands, like, but it wasn't like, it's just like a kid. Now she have a phone. Google what is autistic, and you will see. But the algorithm on the phone is bringing up most of the kids that are like already graduated.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to really put it on her phone so she could see there's other kids that have a disability, but they is autistic.
Yeah. Wow. What did this do to you, both of you, your relationship as a couple? Like, what did this do to your relationship?
Make it stronger. It not change. We're gonna try. Remember not. We're gonna try.
He is outspoken and flustered. I things have to resonate with me, and I have to research it before.
Okay.
So if you see me don't speak, is that I don't have a solution for it, but I'm not going to argue. So that's it.
Yeah.
Well, the thing that you're me, I can't hold my peace.
You're a Sag, duh, Betty, duh.
So, but I tell you, this thing, really and truly, me tell you something. You see, both parents in a child life is very important to, you know.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, man. It's an asset to have, you know what I mean? This child more mother and father.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When she want to do certain things, she go with her mother, you know what I mean? And then when she come down, daddy, she love ride on a motorcycle. She want to ride on the bike. Daddy, she come to school. Daddy, let's go for a ride. I say, want to ride the bicycle. No. She want to go on a motorcycle. Yeah, she jump on a motorcycle. We go fishing together. She catch a fish. She do everything. She go to the party scene. Even the other day I was in a clash there, the Kilimanjaro Soul Supreme clash. In the clash I enjoy myself. And a brethren come to me and said, Benny, where I go? I said, I'm there in the king. The man said, oh, Eva. I said to myself, but that clash when I asked about Eva. Eva has some superstar.
You see, this is the fun parent. It's very fun.
Because everything that he posts about her on social media, everybody is aware of Eva. Everybody knows her. You know, we've been watching her grow over these years. So everywhere you go, people are going to be like, how is Eva? How is Eva? You know, so it's some people say sometimes it's bad to have your kids on social media, but the way that you guys do it, it's very clean and educational and all of that kind of stuff. So people are loving to see her and see how she's developing. So kudos to you, both of you, for even, doing that, because like I said, there's a lot of parents out here who wouldn't be able to do half of what you guys do. They don't even want to have the conversation about this disability that a lot of kids go through on different levels of the spectrum.
Yeah, for real. But I say, people want to take social media to the wrong. Social media is not a bad thing, It's just people used to do the wrong things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
May I post my data and I show the next person, so listen to me. There's no need to feel ashamed by a child. Not because the child is the spectrum, treat them like say they are egg. No, they're normal
but
kids.
Of the child, see the love and support and the interaction you have with your child on a daily basis, that helps the child to gain confidence.
Yes.
Be a better person in society, even in the classroom, how they interact with people. And at the same time, you still got to be a little careful on what you post on social media. How people perceive.
I red flag some people,
No, how people perceive things.
Yeah.
You have, it's a fine line.
Yeah.
So you still have to be mindful of how you put things out.
Definitely. Definitely. What is some? Go ahead, Benny. Go ahead.
No, I said the parents out there with kids on the spectrum, don't be ashamed of your child. Throw their picnic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put your best foot forward. Work with your child.
Yeah.
Have conversation. May I give a reason? Maybe you have some conversation sometime.
Yeah.
May I say,
It's so easy to tell people that, but I'm telling you,
it's rough.
It is especially when you have a child that is severe.
Yeah.
You know, that parent can be frustrated if they don't have the support, if they don't have that family, that extended community, they don't have that. It is frustrating, both financially and physically draining. If you have to do analysis every day. So it's easy for us to go, just do this. No, it's not easy.
Enough money and time.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you guys. Like, you know, how has while she was going through the process, and you learning about the different aspects of having autism, like how did that change your daily routines, even with each other, and how you did things? Because normally, you know, you go out, you do whatever. But as she was developing and you guys learning and researching all of this, how did that change your daily routine, even with work and all of that kind of stuff?
Okay, this is the high earner. This is our backbone in the family. So anything else as it relates to her with research and making sure whether everything go in order, I take care of that.
Okay.
Full 100, because this is our support, both financial and physically. So I don't bother him with stuff.
Okay.
As long as you work and you come in, that's it. I will take care of that. If it is diet where your help is needed, then that's it.
I'm cook too. I'm cook.
Well, of course.
I'm very chef.
You have to do something.
I'm chef.
You gotta do something, Benny. Some you gotta do.
So no, I don't. No.
I love food, you know.
I know.
No. He's a chef by child.
I was tasked with the responsibility of her taking care of everything. Just let him do what is needed.
Yeah.
And when you come from Kayakistan 12, 18 hours, at least you got to do something here.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Food, and then our 10 minutes conversation, 5 minutes conversation, and that's it's not.
I can't tell us still. It's not an easy task, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People might see it look practice, but it's a lot of groundwork, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
And sometimes you suggest, boy, really and truly, I forget a break, you know, because, you know what I mean? I leave her to do the research. I should say, the research queen. I made the hard work from king. So it's like, sometimes you say, I want a break, but you look at your daughter, your child, you say, sure, I'm not give up on my email, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, give up, man. There's no break. Sometimes work with the child and thing, and trust me, she's so outspoken and she know a lot and she retained that. Trust me.
Yeah.
And I never know. Our cousin live in England. She came to visit us, and she was saying to me and my wife in New Jersey. She said, "Did you know that Boeing and NASA only hire autistic people?"
Really?
I'm like, "What?" She said, "Yes."
High functioning
autistic people.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Orientated
because they are repetitive in what they do.
Yeah.
The routine is easy for them.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
It's easy for them.
Well, I'm glad you guys said that. I'm glad you said that because again, there's so many parents out here who think that, you know, because their child is autistic or whatever, they're not going to be able to get a high paying job or a good job and those types of things. So thank you guys for saying that so that people know and understand that this is not the end of the world. Like the world.
My former landlord have a son with the spectrum too.
Okay.
And the man said, my son don't live here anymore. He live in California. He's working for Boeing. He's an engineer at Boeing. I'm like,
wow.
Boeing. And then the other day we crossed path again and he says to me, yeah, you know, my son got a new job. He's now working for NASA. I'm like, NASA?
Nice.
But for that process to have that end result, you have to do it every day.
Yeah.
That's how the kids are considered regularly.
Yeah.
Every day is 30 to 35 minutes reading.
Yes.
Wow. You have to. Whether it's a holiday, because remember you already have a disability, you have to work overtime because you want to be a person to take care of yourself.
Right.
We're not here.
Right.
So you have to read. That's big. Whether we are on vacation or it's a holiday, she has to spend that 30 to 35 minutes reading.
Wow. How many books has she read? Like, how many books has she read?
Well, what we're currently on, I can only give you a glimpse of her entire desk that she has with her library so far.
Wow.
It's what we on now? She just finished the Big Knit collection.
The Big Knit?
Babysitter Club.
Oh, I used to read that as a kid.
Yeah. Yes. So it's every time. It's not only to always tell her books are not commodities to keep. It's to enjoy.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
In here, that's something that you enjoy as much as you could read, because Kurt would encourage her to have the iPad, so listen to the books.
Okay, the audio books. Okay.
The audio books are great. But when you have a disability and you are supposed to be putting certain things into words to be able to comprehend, then you have to go back basic.
Yeah.
You got to turn a page.
Yeah.
If you master such, when you go in the classroom, the teacher can only call me and say, "Oh, Eva she's doing great. We have to move her up. She can't stay at this school. She has to go somewhere else."
Wow.
Yes.
Because she's functioning.
Wow, nice.
That's what you want. You have to stay on top of it.
Yeah, definitely. You guys are amazing. You guys are
every month.
Every month.
I tried, and
hold on, let me see if I find some certificate. Hold on.
Yeah, you guys are, and I know that this didn't happen overnight. Like, it took a long time. But you guys are definitely amazing. For doing everything that you do for her, just to make sure that she has just as a productive life as any other child who doesn't have autism. So kudos to you guys, but I never knew that you had to spend at least 35 minutes a day reading. That's like, as a parent, right? And there's a lot of people out here who have normal functioning kids who don't even take the time to do that.
That's true. That's true, because she's in the normal public school now. She came from
good.
The disability school. She started out in a strictly private school because of not walking and talking.
Right.
I want service for her, so we put her with that school. They were really great, but because of proportion in terms of ethnicity, I moved her because she started. You would see how she played in the playground without not recognizing us.
Okay.
Yeah, she's getting good. The teaching is great. You have to have a balance.
Yeah, definitely.
So now she is with proportion. And she's doing excellent.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's a good see. One.
Proud daddy over there.
There's a whole bunch of them. We can't find some of them. You know what I mean?
Nice.
I was every month, and she's so spoken where her principal is like, she's always been recognized wherever she goes.
Nice.
Right. You are on vacation. She was basically in charge of the kids club in St. Lucia at one of the best resorts they have.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coconut Bay. We got St. Lucia. Coconut Bay.
One of the best. And they have a great kids club. And because of the way how she interacts and presents herself, we be eating, whether breakfast or dinner at a restaurant. And parents will come up to us and say, "Is that even their child?"
Yeah.
They will congratulate you for how she presented herself, the interaction she had with them at the pool. But sometimes she would always overstep because that's
that's a part of her development. Yeah.
So that's the part that I'm still figuring out. Remember, she's growing and she's developing. So I'm working on that part. That part in federal.
I mean, everything comes in stages, right? And this is not something that you ever prepared yourself to deal with. So at the end of the day, like, she's now moving on to a different stage in her life, and of course, you know, you won't know everything, but doing the research is definitely a good way to understand what she's doing. Do you guys like have any other parent groups that you belong to for children who have autism? Or you guys just work with yourself? Why not? Why haven't you done that? Like, why isn't that something for you?
It's a good and bad, because you find most person want to rely on government support.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes, it's beautiful, but you have to be. It's tricky.
Yeah.
It's tricky in terms of steps, the things that you have to do.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like you could teach a whole class now on autism. Sadaka, I feel like you need to be certified. I feel like, you know, you need to be certified. Somebody needs to certify you in teaching other parents about autism. And again, I'm going to say this again. I'm so glad I decided to have this conversation today with you guys, because when I reached out to Benny, I don't remember what was going on, but I'm like, I know Benny, and I know that he's not going to tell me no. So something was being shared or something. I don't even remember. And I reached out and he said, of course, Michelle, let's do it. So again, I'm so appreciative that you guys decided to have this conversation today, because you're going to be helping other people with this.
Yeah.
And apart from the research, nutrition plays a big role.
Let's talk about that part of it. Like, what is her daily diet? Like, what is her diet?
Eggs, vegetables, juice. Doesn't drink hot juice, like hot tea or stuff like that.
Or the Starbucks hot chocolate.
Starbucks hot chocolate, to be specific.
She expensive.
Yeah. She would request, but you have the sugar.
That's what I was going to ask you about, the sugar. So the sugar aspect of it.
Sugar aspect. She didn't have juice until she was 6. Juice was a luxury.
Okay.
Juice in terms of anything that is sold outside. What we make inside without no sugar. Fresh squeeze.
Okay.
That was given to her, because I didn't want her to be on medication.
Right.
If it's sugar, you'll be more hyper.
Right.
Your attention span decreases along because it affects neurologically.
Yeah, definitely.
So we didn't give her any processed food.
Okay.
It was a straight diet. I mean, now it's relaxed. She's having pasta and enjoying what thing in the can. We should always drink when she go in the garage.
Oh, ginger ale.
Oh, ginger ale.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So that
beef
even
patty. You make a beef patty. You give a beef patty cheese them. I can't believe after she wrote a tasty, brother.
She likes beef patty. It's
love a beef patty.
It's so necessary that people understand that diet and all of those types of things definitely plays a major role in the functioning of any kid, regardless of whatever, of any child, and especially the sugar intake. Like, sugar is something that is, this processed sugar that they have here is all kinds of things in it, and the chemical imbalance when you have a disability, it doesn't help it at all.
No, it makes the kids anxious.
Yeah,
they can hardly concentrate.
Yeah,
because they're already on the spectrum.
Yeah.
So you have to give them a balanced meal.
Definitely.
Breakfast is always served in my house. She never eats the breakfast at the school. Unless she wants to have something additional when she's there, but she must have a balanced diet here before she leaves.
Okay. So do you have the conversations with the school as to what not to give her, what to give her, and that type of stuff?
No, I have the conversation only with her.
Oh, okay.
So only with her.
Okay.
So you allow them to give it to her and then see her interactions. You must learn to say no and be firm.
Okay, so the independence aspect of it is very important also.
Yes, because that's what I wanted. So I didn't tell the school not to give it to her.
Oh, I love you guys, you know?
Yeah, and she's starting to tell us she don't want it.
Yes.
This one thing I keep telling her, and I tell my wife the same thing, and every parent, when your child tells you, I don't want something,
don't let them.
Don't put the Caribbean style. Oh, eat it and I'm going to block it. No. The child don't want it, don't give it to her.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
That's when I but sometimes when she say, "Mommy, I don't want this," because she's American.
Yeah.
What I try to teach is contentment. Whatever you have inside here and it's given to you to fill your stomach, that's what you take.
Yeah.
You do not tell me you don't want this and you accept that. It's different. With a stranger, that is acceptable. For in here, it's unacceptable.
Yeah.
So that's my rule.
Yeah. Well, why did you guys decide not to do the medication route? Why did you decide not to do that?
Because when I read the medication, every medication have a different side effect with the added medication. So no, let me try it my route, and if it don't work, I'll come back to wake up.
Modern medicine.
If my conventional, it's conventional, right?
Yeah.
I will try what you study, but I have the last say. That's why I say every parent must advocate for the child, because if you don't advocate for your child, there is so much things that is being forced on the kid.
Yeah.
Then it comes up with something else, and then you have to say, "Oh, well, then the study that we do with the kid, it was wrong, so we'll fix this problem." So now we have problems.
Yeah.
So I don't want to make the mistake. Let me live with it.
Yeah, definitely. Does she have an IEP?
Yes, she do.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because I know that there's a lot of kids who are autistic who don't have IEPs. The school system sucks, for lack of a better word. And we have over here in New Jersey, there's a lot of kids who are in regular classrooms who are not functioning well, but because their parents don't advocate for them, this is what happens.
That's it. When we go into meeting with these folks that have I always try to have their higher degrees, because of that, they don't know your child.
Yeah.
They don't know you. They will tell you X, Y, and Z. And I will tell them, I do not want X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
When if the meeting over and they give you the IEP, always read it through thoroughly. Circle and correct what you don't want. Give it back to them. If you have to call the teacher, let them know you need an emergency IEP meeting to be called. If you don't answer, you write her an email. If she don't, you contact the principal. If the principal don't answer, you make sure Department of Ed knows that. I don't play about my child. I call every.
And if the Department of Ed don't have, go to the superintendent's office. Okay.
Yes. There's always people high. There's always somebody higher.
I say that because
what are we in the middle?
Yeah.
If it don't, they could be just sailing through school.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Yeah. I said that because I had to advocate for a child that same way. Because the school wasn't doing nothing. The principal, you couldn't get him. The Board of Education, nobody would answer. So I told them, I said, the next step for me is the superintendent's office, and then everybody start moving.
Yeah, that's what you do. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Or if they don't answer the phone at Board of Education, you turn up.
Yeah. That's what I told the parents, because at the end of the day, and a lot of people don't understand this, that they call child services a lot of times on parents who have autistic children and children with disabilities, but they don't do their part, but they'll call child services to do it for them.
Yeah.
Which is the saddest thing ever to me. But what is some advice that you guys would give to parents who do have an autistic child or autistic children? What is some advice?
Advocate for your child. Advocate for your child. Know exactly the outcome you want for your child and work with that plan.
Yeah.
You have to have a plan for the child.
Yeah.
Advocate. The food could, nutrition, all of us have the money to just give a strict diet or hire the best professionals.
Yeah.
But also advocate. Also, I think that agency would advocate on your behalf. If you don't feel confident or you think you don't know enough, because we never know enough in the next step of the child life.
True.
You can contact that agency.
Yeah, definitely.
And they can Yeah, and you could tell the school you want that person to be there because they're going to be advocating on your behalf.
Mm-hmm.
Just advocate.
Yeah.
You have to. You always have to be present. Present. Yeah. Be present and always meeting, because the current school that my daughter attends, they used to have a lot of extra activities for the entire school, but her class that she put in, it's a smaller class.
Okay.
It's a mix of students. They don't they wasn't including her class.
Wow.
Good. So when I see it on there, because I would be on the board, if there's an after school session comes out and I try to click which class she's in to get it, I don't get it. I write the school, I write the principal.
Yeah.
Here now.
Yeah. Yeah. Advocacy is important. Very important.
Yeah. It's very important.
Definitely very important. Well, guys, I just want to say thank you for such an informative interview today. I learned a lot. I will definitely be posting some of this, especially how she contracted, how this all developed for her, because I think that part of it is so important, because people like to kiss little children on their mouths. I don't understand why. So that part of it is definitely going to be the first thing that I put up to educate others in regards to it. Hi, Eva. Do you want to say anything, Eva? Do you want to say anything?
Yes, I will, because the past the past 2 years I was a baby. I was used to club.
Yeah.
Entire story. She don't want to hear that. That's
what she want to tell me everything back. Yeah, yeah.
Listen, the part of them too. This situation, yeah, must talk about patience and tolerance.
Yes.
And you have to just humble, because sometimes you do some things. You say, "I would," but you understand that she spectrum and she's not acting like a normal child, but beloved Eva.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm an hero.
Yeah, definitely. Patience is definitely something that you have to have when you have a child with a disability. Definitely. So
you have to always be
stern. Yeah, definitely. So guys, again, thank you so much for having this conversation today. I learned a lot. I learned a whole lot today. And Eva, you are amazing. And you have two amazing parents. So be nice to them, okay? Be good.
Yeah, man, everything good mission. Big up yourself and big up like we say, big up some people. Entrepreneur, big up yourself.
Yes, definitely.
Ema, open up, put the car today. So
Bennyhype, if you guys don't know, Bennyhype is one of New York, New Jersey's borrowed Guyanese, but Jamaican.
Yeah, man, Jamaican born, but I'm Guyanese.
But you're borrowed Guyanese. He's borrowed Guyanese.
Yeah, man. So
GT Hi-Fi. GT Hi-Fi. Shout out to you and your family, Benny. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right, bless up, Michelle. Everything good. Man.
Bye, Eva.
Bye.
Get with the fix, Michelle G. Oh my goodness, I learned so much today. So much today in regards to autism. I'm definitely, this is being recorded actually, so it's gonna replay back on the station, but I'm definitely going to post how Eva developed autism, which was something that was very shocking to me. And I'll repost that part of it so that you guys understand. When you have little children, do not allow people to kiss them. Not even you. You shouldn't even be kissing your own child on the lips, because y'all be doing all kinds of things out here. So yeah, get with the fix, Michelle G. I have another interview coming up in another minute or so. So I'm gonna restart the live. So please come back and join me. Streaming live, get with the fix.net, Blaze Radio, Mighty Mix, Majestic Coffee, and Metric Radio. I'm Michelle G.
And my hands them turn around and bite. Me cry, whole heap of tears. Me conquer, whole heap of fears.
One leap of time, them say me nah make it, but me know my must be there.
One door closed, many open. Me never want anything to give up because I'm chosen. And when they say no, me just prove them wrong. Not anything get a youth and their mind to must be gone.
One Zaga, hey, Mia. Only people. Nothing to lose. Only for youth. See what me got to and know me pay. Only for youth. Mia. Only for fans. Even in some of my songs now have only for views. And only for war with me 5 minutes can show. Only for
when one door closed, many open. Me never want anything to give up because I'm chosen. And when they say no, me just prove them wrong. Not anything get on you to them mind to must be golden.
Only me lose. Only me gain. Only for triumph. Even though me have only for pain. Me shoot. Only for pain. Me get. Only for hate. Them want me decapitate, but every day me elevate.
One door closed, many open. Me never wonder.
Like I said, guys, the video for this song is currently out. Y'all got a snippet of it. I saw the whole thing. I said that out loud. Sorry. Yeah, so the video for Whole Leap is out right now on the Banks Rhythm. Shout out to A Legends, Lexi Banks. This is her production, her rhythm, and all of those great things. Shout out to Benny and his wife for having that amazing conversation 2 seconds ago. Oh my goodness, I learned so much in regards to autism, and I'm definitely going to be reposting that clip. So hi Lexi. So like I said, this video for Whole Leap is about to be dropping. The clip has been posted. So, long I asking these people when the video coming out, and the people them decide to drop it today, because they had other things going on. When you're in this business, you have other things going on. So you have to do things at the right moment. So this is the right moment. And the video for Whole Leap is officially dropping when, Lexi? When is it dropping? When is it dropping? Because the snippet came out. Are we doing on Friday? When is it dropping, Lexi? Tell me real fast over there, Lexi. Real fast, real quick. Tell me. This is what happens when you have friends who do these things, Friday at 12 p.m., the Whole Leap video will be dropping. I mean, I saw the whole thing already, but y'all gonna see it on Friday. So again, shout out to Lexi, A Legends production out here doing a lot of things. And let me tell you guys something. While she's on the live, I want to say this. Being in this business that I'm in, doing what I do here, it is always great to have a woman who has your back. And Lexi is one of those people who always have my back. Some of the interviews that you see, she is responsible for. She makes it happen for me. The other individual is Mr. Cyclone.
You're responsible, killer.
Okay, okay, all right. The other individual is Cyclone, and Cyclone is another person that has my back in this industry. So I'm grateful for both of them always. But like I said, the video for this song is dropping Friday at 12 o'clock. Y'all gonna see the whole video. I'm Michelle G.
Holy forgot to read this one. BSC. Cyclone.
I'm saying was Zaga representing. I'm going to get with the fix radio.
Michelle G.
Zaga.
Fight. Them tell me, one leap of life. One leap of them me feed and my hands them turn around and bite. Me cry, one leap of tears. Me conquer, one leap of fears.
One leap of time, them say me nah make it, but me know my must be there.
One door closed, many open. Me never want anything to give up, because I'm chosen. And when they say no, me just prove them wrong. Not anything get a youth and them mind to must be no.
One, Zaga. Hey, Mia. Only for pulling. Nothing to lose. Holy for you. See, when me got you, I know me pay. Holy for Jews.
I just got flowers because it's the second year. Hi, Navina. It's the second year anniversary of me getting my doctorate degree. Yeah. I think today was the party. Today was the party in 2022. So yeah. Like I said, I have another interview coming up, but I wanted to play this song because this individual, Kiprich, will be live on Saturday here on Get With The Fix. Shout out to Lexi again. Like I said, that girl right there. Shout out to Lexi for putting this interview together. So Kiprich will be here talking to us live on Saturday at 4 p.m. U.S. time, 3 o'clock Jamaica time. Okay, people?
Yeah. Knows I love her. I'm not now, my hear in the street how we go, buddy. It's so funny, be a drop down nobody. In your no trouble, you're not mixing and nobody. Oh, got the feeling, you're poor, mommy. Things will never be the same again. Mortally got the pain I am. Lose a friend, me a friend. No, I'm here, I just darkness. When you're going through pain life, make it hard to see your life. You know the feet are going to focus, I just slip them fully up. Living a life until live up, the time that they forgive you know. It's a blessing on the Lord, when you stick your way.
After Lexi was done with the Banks Rhythm, I said, Lexi, so what we doing next? Lexi said, Michelle, I'm going to take a minute and then we're going to get to it. So she got to it. And this is also her production, A Legends production with Kiprich. This song is called Darkness.
No, I'm here, I just darkness. Darkness. When you're darkness, in the street, man, heartless. So start telling you what you have a sunrise. Can you feel it?
Feel like you can do a lot. Just be your man, I forbid it. Yeah. Caution, yeah. Lioness to come for the game, give me the money. Not give a about the fame. Pretty girl, I did this because she a top up my brain. Top up the game, yeah. Lioness to come for the game, give me the money. Not give a about the fame. Them good, I never associate the name with them. Top up the game, yeah. Don't tell him say it unfair. Me always in a top gear. Champion like Warriors, but feel the game like Sinclair. My thoughts has always been clear. Them washed up, them been there. That's sparkling. Some president like a gift from your sincere. If me not do nothing. Yes, so I'ma feel like them can't do me nothing. Me try to be humble, but humble like crumble. Me have to be the lion, the king of the jungle. Them say them bad, but them have bad breath. Every time I drop a song, me see them start friend. Me say me woulda stop sing, but me can't stop yet. Me realize them have to wait for me death. Lioness to come for the game, give me the money. Not give up about the fame. Pretty girl, I did this like she a top up my brain. Top up the game.
I like how I can go on social media and cuss selector. I'm begging for help. I need it right now.
Rest them.
Try to make me can't sleep.
Play scheme. Azariel, my name, and I don't play game. A boy violate, then they got feel pain. Get beat from bed and you got no shame. You should have stayed in your lane. Everybody knows still all this boss. We don't like boys and we don't rate grass. Them guy got you wait to come in my class. And anytime they call up my name is Starch. People is swamp to the pedophile paku. The guy got a slap on the wrist, start slap up. Go stick to your body like tattoo, then dogs go kick in your face like a fool. You want fist fight with a. Me don't see that the boy want bad long. You see a kafoon you like can you sing song. My war more tougher than exam. You buy? Yeah. Me car just get stripped. Full glass case, can't make no spins. Sun hot, but me got no tint. Them officer and the pundit talking. Yeah, I say I roll up on the roadblock. You don't got ask if you see how me car black. Got a fresh tea in the car with a big back. Done I take I go park that.
But the officer said pulling at the car and you real out the hard that this car got stripped cause I can't see the driver. You even got a permit for the full screen tip.
I the lawless boss, but why you going and stuff?
Oh, lawless boss. When I done today, use the last full boss. I gon' show you why them say police is grass. Me care who you know, me taking no call.
Hold up on a green truck.
Me Granger can't walk like you don't pay attention. Till black come off in any situation. You're stripping it, yeah, or you're stripping at the station.
Yo, Dre. Take your time. Lawless will lawless. Yeah. Caution. Y'all bounce, bounce, y'all left she man upset. Yes. None of them are no gal is yet, no. For the class pass the subject. Y'all in me axio on the rough. Y'all ask me no pop. And she upset. Yes.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So, caution, as people don't put in caution on the line. Bear problems. Caution them. Bear problems, bear problems. I'm so happy to have you here tonight because I'm glad. So this is going to be a fun interview. We're going to get to know you today. We're going to play some of your music and all of that, okay?
All right, no problem.
And I'm gonna put you in some drama because I saw some drama today that we gotta talk about. So I just want to make sure you know that there's gonna be some drama because I heard some today, and I'm like, oh, perfect time to have this interview, right?
All right, cool.
All right. So, sir, how are ya? How are you? How you doing?
I'm good. Life has been good. Music is great. You know, I have life. You know, thank God for life.
Yeah.
And, you know, the blessings just flowing all the time. So that's been good.
Definitely. This young man is coming off like he's so quiet and all of these things. But when you listen to his music, you're like, yeah, there's another side to you. So I want that side. Give me the side. I want the quiet side today.
Can't let the best thing come true. You're the vice. You don't even got asked to. Azariel, definitely top 2. And he's not number 2. So I'm to you. Gosh, never Azariel.
That's what I want. That's what I want. So tell me about your name. Tell me about your name. Like, how did you decide to be the law boss? Like, how did that happen?
Lawless boss.
The lawless boss. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So lawless in the terms of, you know, not following, you know, the basic rules and laws every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're just being yourself, just being your own boss. You know, conforming to whatever you believe in. You know.
Yeah.
So that's what lawlessness is about.
Okay, so you are Guyanese.
Yes, I am. Born Guyanese.
Born Guyanese. Me too, if you didn't know. But he's a born Guyanese artist. And, you know, I've been having a couple of interviews with a lot of the Guyanese artists because I've been reaching out to try to get you guys, you know, on my platform so that everybody can listen and hear, you know, everything that you guys have to say. So you're born in Ghana, living in America, right?
No, I'm not living in America. I'd like to keep that undisclosed right now, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm not in Ghana.
Okay. All right.
In Ghana currently.
Okay. All right. So you have an aviation degree.
Yeah, that's correct. I'm an aircraft engineer.
Hey, bye. Hey, I like that. He's an aircraft engineer, not only a musician, but he's an aircraft engineer. How did you end up in music if you're an aircraft engineer? Like, how did that happen?
Because music is something that has always been with me from a tender age. I grew up around music. So, you know, the love for music was always with me. So even when I was studying, I would be writing songs and doing music, you know, just for fun at the time. And as soon as I could do it professionally, I did exactly that.
So when did you decide to do it professionally? When did that happen?
2017 is when I recorded my first professional track. That's the first time I actually went to the studio. Before that, it was just, you know, like amateur recordings I would listen to. instrumentals on my laptop and just record lyrics over it and send it to my friends and things like that. They would tell me, they would give me the encouragement, you gotta touch the studio and things like that. And I was a little hesitant at first, but eventually I built up enough courage and then I said, let me go to the studio. After that now, when I hit the studio, released my first song, the feedback from the song was crazy.
Wow.
And I saw a lot of room for improvement, but the people them were very, very encouraging.
Yeah.
And from then I just built.
Okay, nice. I like it. So because a lot of times people don't understand that when it comes to music, the engineering part of it is very important. So I think that you went in because you have, your degree, you went in with a extra mile over somebody else who don't really know how all of that stuff works. Am I right or am I wrong?
Not necessarily, because you see, I do aviation engineering, aircraft engineering, aircraft maintenance engineering, and the fact that I do that, I mean, it gives you a deeper level of thinking or whatever. But music is music, and it's just your raw talent, and everything else comes from your producer and your music engineer. So that's different.
Yeah. So you have Guyanese parents, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And how do they feel about you doing this music thing when you have this aviation thing that's more to them, more, how do they feel about all of this?
Given that you say you're Guyanese, you already know Guyanese parents stay. But the thing is, my parents love and support exactly what I do. They like the fact that I found a way to manage both of those things, because it's not always easy, but it's not exactly the hardest thing to do either, because music comes naturally to me. So the natural talent is there. I just gotta hit up the studio, see right here. I can record from the comfort of my home, and just send my vocals to my producer. So the music side of things don't necessarily at all times hinder the engineering side of things.
Okay, nice. I want people to know that we were actually supposed to have an interview last year or year before.
Yeah, I think it was last year. I think it was last year.
And you had some work conflict. Some work conflict came up.
Exactly.
And then I saw a post that was made on social media, and Russian tagged me in the post. Black Russian tagged me in the post, and he's like, Michelle, I think you need to join this conversation. So I joined the conversation, and I'm like, I'm always reaching out to you guys, and nobody seems to want to do the interview. But now I'm so happy that all of you have decided that, it's time that you guys start talking about this music and about what's happening with Guyanese artists when it comes to this music. Why are you so outspoken? Why do you? Because I feel like you're the Malcolm X, the Martin Luther King, the Nelson Mandela of trying to get Guyanese music to international level so that people can hear you guys. Why do you feel that's necessary for you to do?
It's primarily the love for it. You see, before I became an artist, I've been a fan of music, but especially Guyanese music, because growing up in school, I used to look forward to seeing Guyanese artists come to my school, and the type of vibe and energy that they bring, because I always saw that we as Guyanese people got just as much talent, or even more in some cases, than a lot of internationally renowned artists. So it came from a place whereby I want to see Guyanese and Guyanese artists and Guyanese music as a whole reach to a different level. You understand? And because I ended up pursuing music as an artist, it hit home even more. So I want to see Guyanese music and Guyanese artists on a different level. However, a lot of times when I start, rallying for Guyanese music or speaking up about Guyanese music, I get a lot of fight, which I don't really care about. I don't really care for those things really and truly, because it doesn't bother me. I don't have to do music. I do music primarily for the love of it. Understand? I have a career. I could focus on that and just leave the music behind. But because of the love and the enthusiasm that I have for the music, I feel like, given that I'm one of the more recognized young artists right now, I should be one of the people that could talk about it. Why should I not be able to talk about it?
Yeah.
So, it's basically that. Nothing deeper.
So with the backlash that comes with it, do you feel as though that hinders you from being on different stages in Guyana, being on the radio station and all of those things?
Not necessarily, no, because I That's the thing. That's the other thing. I could stay quiet because I feel like as a musical artist, I am one of the more, like I said, more recognized artists in Ghana. My music is in constant rotation. My music plays on the radio on almost every radio station, if not every radio station in Ghana on a daily basis. So me speaking up for Guyanese music and Guyanese artists is not a selfish thing. You know, I could be selfish and just stay quiet.
Yeah,
you know, but I see a lot of other Guyanese artists that got the talent, but you know, they don't get the exposure. Whether I mean the artists themselves definitely gotta put in more work, in a lot of cases, but we as a whole, as a music industry, we gotta put in more work. You understand? So because I see things like that, I could stay quiet and just be selfish and say, okay, my music plays.
So
I don't care
to
about
hell with
nobody
everybody else. Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't do that.
Okay.
So I don't think that the backlash or anything like that. It doesn't faze me to the extent that, you know, I'm bothered or anything like that. And also it doesn't hinder me. It doesn't hinder my music being played anywhere or me being called for shows or anything. The only thing that gets in the way of me being called for certain shows and things like that is my location, because you don't know. Bringing fear, things like that.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. So you have do you think that, because a lot of times we hear that the Guyanese artists are trying to be Jamaicans. And when I'm listening to your music and when I look at your social media, I could tell that you're Guyanese. Your authenticity comes through in your words. Do you think it's important to make sure that you stay true to being Guyanese, or do you need to have a mixture of the Jamaican slang and the Guyanese slang together in order to make it?
I think that you have to be your authentic self. My authentic self is a mixture of both, because I grew up on Jamaican dancehall music primarily.
Right.
You understand? When I was at a tender age, it was primarily that, and then as I grew older, I started listening to some Guyanese artists, and I was a big fan of Guyanese music. So me being Guyanese and listening to Guyanese music and then Jamaican music also, I found a way to mix both. You understand? But the love comes from the Jamaican dancehall, because that is what I basically fell in love with at first. So I can't say, I mean, I could, but I don't want to say I will, you know, put Jamaican dancehall out of the way. I still love Jamaicans, Jamaican culture. You understand? So you can't take the people's style, because it's their style. It's their thing. You can't take it and just, you know, forget about it and do something totally different. So I've learned to incorporate both styles, and that's my authentic self.
Okay. How long did it take you to do that? How long did it take you to incorporate both of them?
It wasn't hard at all. It's not something that took time or anything like that. From the jump, I was always mixing both, because a lot of things that you say in a Guyanese accent, it won't sound good on a beat if you don't know how to make it flow and make it fit. It's an art. Not everybody could do it.
Definitely.
You understand? So
definitely.
When I decide to bend my words a certain way to make it fit and fix the syllables so that it could fit on the beat and fit in time and things like that, it's something that I really pay attention to and I focus on. You understand? It's not just you just wake up and just do it like that. So
okay. I have Lexi Banks is a producer over here in the US, and you know, I've been talking to her a lot about, you know, Guyanese artists and that type of stuff. You know, trying to get you guys on one of her rhythms and all of that stuff the next time she comes out with another rhythm, because I think it's important for people to hear the versatility. If we say we're one Caribbean, then, you know, why aren't the artists such as yourself, Mafi, you know, the great guys out here being put on a lot of the Jamaican rhythms? Is because they don't really know you guys. Guys. And for me, I'm trying to understand what's the barrier for Jamaican producers to not know the Guyanese artists. Like, what do you think the barrier is? What are you guys not doing?
I think the barrier is just the exposure.
Okay.
Given that we technically we like to say that we have a music industry, but I don't think that we have a functioning music industry. We have a lot of artists. We have a lot of artists and artists with raw talent, but we don't have the right structures yet. So given that we don't have the right structure and the right promotions and things like that, we can't get the recognition that we deserve as yet. Hopefully we get to that point at some stage, but right now we are not there, and that's the only thing I feel that is hindering us from getting to the world. The promotion aspect, the structure, because Jamaica has that, Trinidad has that, everywhere else they have that.
Yeah. How do we fix that though? How do we fix that?
We gotta work together. You can't just have the segregation thing, and not just the segregation in the lyrics. Like artists could throw words at each other.
Yeah,
it's all fun and games. It's all music. It's all love. That's what the music is all about. It's basically a competitive sport, right? But we still gotta work together. We gotta be able, the DJs, the radio stations, the television stations, all the media outlets in Ghana need to do more. The artists themselves need to do more. You understand? We gotta keep promoting, keep pushing, because in this day and age with social media, it's even easier to promote and reach the world and things like that. So hopefully we get to that stage someday.
Do you guys have like a group of you guys that have conversations about how to do all of these things, or everybody's just independently doing their own thing?
I mean, we don't have a collective group with all the artists, but there are some groups. There are many groups with multiple artists, whether we're working on a project or as part of the AJ Legendary team. We got multiple artist groups and things like that, and we definitely talk. We have these conversations on a daily basis. So it's something that we definitely know, and we've identified that this is something that we need to do, and we are working towards it slowly but surely.
Nice. I like it because you guys have great music. When you're listening to it, it's great music, and I think that now is the time. It's 2024. Now is the time for other people to hear what you guys are saying. I also want to say thank you for the way you've been promoting this interview today, because a lot of people don't do that, and I saw your energy and everything with it. So, and then when I look at your social media, I'm like, yo, this guy is very serious about what he's doing. Because I can go to your social media and know that you're an artist without even knowing where you're from. I can know that you're an artist. Do you think that that's something that also a lot of other Guyanese artists don't do for themselves, to be noticed?
Yes, definitely. We gotta, as artists, we gotta let the image speak for us before we have to do anything else. So basically, you gotta let everybody know what you're about. Just like you said, you go to my social media, you know exactly what I do. So we definitely need to brand ourselves better so that people could identify us easily. And then, with your branding and with your appearance and things like that, the image, people will, be intrigued and want to know, what's this person about? What song you think? Things like that. So definitely it's something that we got to do.
Yeah, definitely. Now, as I was saying earlier, today, as I'm doing my research, I came across something today, and I'm like, oh my goodness. I don't know if you've heard it, but I wanted to play a snippet of it, the part that has your name in it, and have a conversation around it. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. So here it goes.
Fix so much play, man, y'all looking for your deal. Fix so much playing and I move slow.
For the people out here that be one.
Did you hear that today?
No, I didn't hear that today.
Okay, so that song is currently out. And the song do you know who that is, first of all?
No, I don't. Who's that?
Okay, so it's Magnum. Magnum put out a song called Marksman. And in the song, he's saying, have you heard it? He said, Tint Man, which is yourself, right? Tint Man girl left him for a dildo, fix too much playing, and a move slow. Don't F with the Marksman.
That song old. I know that song. That song old. And that irrelevant. That the individual, the artist, I don't think about things like that. I don't, we passed that. We on a different level. The sound we're promoting right now is popular because, everything else is water under the bridge.
So
the artist irrelevant, the song irrelevant, the topic irrelevant. The movement right now is lawless. The movement is popular, and that's all it is about.
One of the questions I wanted to ask you though, do you think that the beefs that is going on with the Guyanese artists and the DJs and all of that, do you think that it's good for business or it's bad for business or it's a mixture of both?
I don't think it's bad for business. I think once it stays in the musical space, it's good entertainment because people like controversy, people like them things, people like the mix up. Understand? So it's not bad. It's definitely something that could be done if approached correctly and executed correctly. Definitely is something that could propel the music to a different level because of the entertainment factor.
Okay. So one of the other things that I saw that you posted, it says that your music being played and not getting the push from Ghana DJs. Why is that happening? Why did you decide to speak out about it? And basically you posted something about, so every country in the world could make music in their accents. But if Guyanese do it, we are the only ones who sound good. That's crazy. What were you talking about? Like, what was happening at that point that you made that post? What was going on?
Because I heard a lot of people talking and saying things like the Guyanese accent is not it don't sound good. But I feel like some artists say that because they just can't do it. If you just can't do it, don't knock it because you can't do it. Because I got multiple artists like myself and others that use the Guyanese slangs and accent and make it sound good. Understand? So coming from an artist point of view, if you say something like that, it's just coming from a place of ignorance. So I don't really pay too much attention to that. And as an artist, and that's why I say the Guyanese music industry, the people that are involved in the music industry, the people whose words got weight or some amount of weight.
The gatekeepers or
what's not.
Yeah.
They gotta be very careful with what they're putting out there. You understand? If certain people go out and say, yo, Guyanese accent don't sound good, a lot of people that are easily swayed can just run with the opinion without actually, paying attention and seeing that is false.
Yeah.
So, it's just crazy that everybody else speaks a certain way and they sing exactly how they speak. So what makes Guyanese so different that we can't sing exactly how we speak?
Yeah.
Understand? So that was basically where that was coming from.
Okay.
And like I said, if more people take up I ain't forcing nobody for singing like a Guyanese and sound like a Guyanese. But we definitely got people that could do it. And if we do it more, it can be more popular.
Yeah.
You understand? And people gonna catch on. People gonna follow the style.
Yeah.
That is it.
Yeah, definitely. One of the other things I saw that you wrote too is they when artists from other places like bench foreign music, right? But in Guyana, most of the music that's played in Guyana is Jamaican artists. And that's what you also believe is hindering the Guyanese artists from being heard more and more because they're playing the other music and they're not playing enough of you guys.
Yes, and that's highlighting in the fact that we have many other artists, not just Azariel. Even if you take Azariel out of the equation, we got many other artists with quality music. We got so much music that could be played on the radio, and I feel like the percentage we have right now is probably like whatever it is. I know it's definitely less than 30% Guyanese music being played on the radio. You understand? So if you really think about that, think about how crazy that is. If you're Jamaican and you're in Jamaica and you hearing Trinidad music all day, every day.
Yeah,
you understand?
Yeah.
Of course, it's something that can get to you, especially if you're you're an artist in the music industry. You understand? It's something that will get to you, and it's something that it's simple mathematics, it's simple sense. If you play the music more, people will learn the music.
Right.
So it's just as simple as that. As Guyanese, we need to embrace our culture and embrace our music, embrace our people, our own more. And if we do that, then definitely, if the world see that you loving your own, then the world will start catching on to it.
Attention.
That's why so many people love Jamaica and Jamaican culture because Jamaican people is go hard for Jamaica and Jamaican people.
Yeah.
More than anybody else.
Yeah, definitely.
So if we can't do that, then we can't go nowhere.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah. How often do you guys put out music though? Because Jamaican artists put out a song a day, it looks like. How often do you guys put out music that the radio station can do a solid rotation of all of the Guyanese artists?
Like I said before, we already have enough music that
Okay.
could be in rotation. That being said, me personally, I can speak for myself. I put out at least a song a month. And I've been doing that for the longest while since I started in 2017. Understand? I've been doing that sometimes 2 songs, sometimes, so the frequency is not a problem on my end. And I know it's not a problem on a lot of other artists' end. So we have music. We don't have a shortage of music. We have quality music too. You understand? Of course, there's a lot of music that,
Not gonna make it, right?
Let me call a spade a spade,
yeah.
But at the same time, Guyana is not, we making it seem as though Guyana is the only place that got artists that singing 1 or 2 trash songs.
Right.
No,
Everywhere.
that's all over.
It's all over.
That's all over. You understand? Not every song is going to be a hit and things like that. So, you gotta look at the positives, point out the positives, and play the positives. Simple as that.
Yeah. Do you think that an artist doing a collaboration with a Jamaican artist would go further than just a Guyanese artist just singing by himself? Do you think that will go further?
It will definitely help because obviously you're gonna be exposed to the Jamaican artists, their fan base. So definitely that's a good way to help you get some sort of recognition because their fans are gonna pay attention. Then by extension, if they like what they're hearing, they will start catching on to you and exploring your other music and see what else you have.
Yeah.
The next thing you get a couple of fans from the artist. That's how it works.
Definitely. Have you collaborated with any Jamaican artists? Or you're working on it?
Definitely working on it, but I just don't want to run out and just collaborate with any
anybody.
artist or just go. You gotta be wise with it. So it's definitely something I have in the works. But just stay tuned, pay attention, and we definitely doing it.
Yeah, definitely. To me, it looks like a lot of you guys are doing this on your own, without no record label, no management team, none of that type of stuff. You're doing everything by yourself: distribution, promotion, videos, all of this other stuff. How is the funding when it comes to doing all of this stuff? Like, how does that work? Like, are you going in your own pocket and doing all of this? Like, how does all of that work?
Absolutely. I go into my own pocket and pay for everything. Everything that you see Azariel put out is from Azariel's pocket. You understand? Wow. So that is the thing. That's why you gotta be strong up here, because you see, when you look at certain things and hear people saying certain things, when you know that you spending your own cash behind this, nobody funding and things like that.
Yeah.
You gotta be self-motivated and you gotta believe in what you believe in order to continue doing it. So that is the problem, and that is the reason why a lot of Guyanese artists fall out of the race. You understand? Because you're funding it, and then you love something, but you got at some point you gotta identify this thing and loving you back, and the motivation wins away from a lot of artists. So that's the remember earlier I told you that Guyanese artists don't necessarily have the structure. We as a Guyanese music industry, we don't have the structure. We don't have exactly. We just got the raw talent, right?
Yeah.
So apart from the 1 and 2 artists that might have a team, might have a management team and things like that, the majority of the artists don't have that. So it's something that we have to work on, because all of these things go into making us putting us on another level.
Yeah, definitely. Do you have a team, or you're by yourself?
Yeah, I do have a team.
You have a team.
I do have a team.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
and
made you go
it's
ahead?
something that had to be built over time.
Okay.
Because you need to have people that you trust. You need to have a DJ. Like big up Selector Andre.
Yeah.
Big up AJ Records, because these people is people that I could confide in when it comes to music stuff. If I need advice and things like that, these are the people. Big up Cross Media Promotion. Music, the musical side of things, because music, being an artist has
a lot of things. It's
a bunch of different. It's a lot of things that come together. You need somebody who does your graphics. You need somebody who does your if you got to perform, you need somebody to press play. And not just anybody could just play for an artist.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
you need a solid team, a working team, a functional team in order to make it work. And I do have those people.
Yeah, I'm glad that you have those people. What I think that you guys also need to do is there's a lot of Jamaican publication articles. There's a lot of Jamaican social media people that do promotions and all of that type of stuff. And I feel as though you guys need to start going that avenue as well. You know what I mean? Just so that again, we're not trying to stay in Guyana, right? That's not the goal, right? That's our place or whatever the case may be, but we're trying to get out of all of that because there seems to be a lot of barriers there. So now you have to look at a different route and be like, okay, if I could spend $25 and just send my song to this Jamaican social media site just to get it to play, you know, that's something that also that you guys, I think you guys need to start working on. I don't know if you've done that. Have you done any of those types of things?
Yes and no, because you know you need to be smart with your investment. Because like I said, you're self-funded. You don't have any big corporation or anything like that behind your music or behind your funding. So you gotta be smart with it. You gotta know exactly who you're doing what with. So it's something that I've identified. You know, and I've been investigating and working. You know, it's a thought process. It's not something that you just jump while at.
Definitely. I do have somebody that I would like for you to have a conversation with. He does a lot of behind the scenes stuff with the music. I'm gonna connect you guys so you guys can have a conversation, because the goal I'm trying to do here is to basically help you guys get to another platform as well, and get your music out here so people can hear it. You can get the number 8s and 7s and 6 and all of these things on iTunes and all of that. Like, that's the goal with the music, right? The music is not just, if you're serious about it, and you are definitely one of the serious people, I could tell that. So now for me, when I'm talking to you guys, my goal basically is to help you go someplace else than just Guyana. You know what I mean? So I'm going to hook you up with somebody that you can have a conversation with, and you guys try to work out whatever, so he can help you also to push your music as well, because he's really good at it. So I'm going to pass you guys on to each other so you can have that conversation. Again, my goal is to help. I'm not doing anything else but helping, because I listen to your music, and you have great music, but people need to hear it. People just need to hear it. Okay? If that's okay.
That's okay. I appreciate it. It's something that is a very good idea, a very good initiative. So I appreciate it.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm looking at the background there, and we need some Guyanese artists on the background.
I know. So when this was done maybe 2 years or so now. At that time, you know, I didn't really know much about the different Guyanese artists that was out here or whatever. But I'm gonna definitely do another wall in here with that, because now I'm starting to get to know you guys, and I'm loving what I'm getting to know. So I'm gonna take responsibility for not knowing a lot of you guys, although I've been reaching out a lot, and I'm just getting read and left, and nobody's. So I'm like, okay. So whoever says, okay, yeah, I'll do the interview, that's who I'm trying to work with on this side, just to help you guys just a little bit at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's something that is definitely appreciated, and it's something that we need a lot more of in the Guyanese music space. Guyanese artists need the exposure. Like I said, we have the raw talent. We ain't lacking talent at all.
No.
Just lacking the exposure.
Yeah, definitely. So let's talk about Popular. So tell me about Popular. How did all of that come about? The artists, also the other artists that you're working with on this, like, how did that happen?
Girl, some got the sauce. She want to roll with the boss. Cause man Popular. You know, the name speaks for itself. The lyrics speaks for itself. You know, it's just when y'all want popularity, you know, everybody likes to be with the popular guys, you know.
The trouble guys.
You understand? So, you know, it's something that we all know is facts in society. So, you know, we sing about real life events, real life experiences, and that's primarily what the song is. It's not deeper meaning or anything like that. The two other artists I worked with, Correctly and Stiffy Stiff, are two very good, very talented artists, and they're part of the AJ Records, AJ Legendary Camp. You know, initially Popular was supposed to be a solo single, with just me. I actually did the first, second, and third verse for the songs. That's the verse that I put at the back. That was supposed to be the second verse. That was supposed to be the second verse, my verse. But and then I had another verse where Kurt Lee put his verse. And then say, you know what? I just want to, show everybody that it's all love, it's all unity. And we work together and every other artist got the talent same way. So why not just, put them on the track and let me just make a hit song.
Yeah, definitely. So here is Popular.
When girl have popularity, she will give it her like charity. Me no need, but we accept like poverty. Come to agreement, so we have full solidarity. Baby girl say me got the sauce, she want roll with the boss. Cause man popular, yo. The girl said that she need me, we take a boy girl easy. Cause man popular.
Your girlfriend, let me come and die. 6'1" and we know play. If you don't want you got you way. Much as the bad thing up and I see the screen coming spam from a shop. I love a good t-shirt and jeans. Much less make her put on a suit. And your girl go watch me like fruit. So she run me, she say yeah, me.
The girl say me got the sauce, she want roll with the boss. Cause man popular, yo. The girl said that she need me, we take a boy girl easy. Cause man popular.
Who want me popular? Every girl I road one tongue. Dracula, she know the code, yeah. Set me full of stamina. Me a 30. Me girl long up on the mama style and my flow, but I never been a follower. She said my name in the phone that's bestie. Every night you drop a slip, she text me. She say you're too boring and no get me. That's why she tell me.
The girl say me got the sauce, she want roll with the boss. Cause man
How is it doing?
It's doing well. We still promoting, so we're looking at the numbers rising every day.
Okay. How are you promoting? Like, how do you promote your music? Without giving away your whole remedy, like how do you promote, your songs?
Primarily social media. You do you sponsor a couple of posts.
Okay.
You go to the radio stations. You make sure that the DJs have the song. You get fans or supporters to do videos. Share. Social media is your best friend right now. So you just find ways of maximizing and utilizing social media as best as possible.
Definitely. Do you guys have to pay radio stations to play your music, or they just do it?
I don't know about nobody else, but I don't have to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure, because I've heard some things, to where the artists have to pay radio stations to play their music. So I'm glad that you don't have to do that. What is your hope that you want people to get from your music? Like, what do you hope that they get from it? What's your goal?
That's a very good question. That question is not a one-track answer. When I listen to music, I listen to music for entertainment and for peace of mind to some extent, and just to admire the art and the creativity and the creative process of an artist. So I'd like for people to do the same for me. You just listen to the music and you listen to my creative process, and you try to put yourself in my situation, because in a lot of cases I try to make relatable music, so that people from all walks of life could relate to it, and they listen, and it either brings you out of a sad place, or puts you in a place of self-belief, things like that, because a lot of my music promotes self-belief and confidence, and being boasty about yourself and things like that, because you gotta be your own number one fan. So
definitely,
if you could listen to my music and find that energy and find out the belief, the self-belief, and I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, I like it. Do you what other collaborations are you working on? Like, are you working on an EP, album, any of those? Because you sent me 68 songs. And this one is 69. Pause. But
Pause.
what are we doing with all of this music? What are we doing with it?
You see, like I said, I love music. I love the creative process and everything. So music comes naturally to me, and sometimes I create so much music that, you know, I don't know what to do with them. Right now, I have so many unreleased songs that I'm like back and forth in my mind thinking, yo, should I do an EP? Because I did album before.
Okay.
My Lawless album was released. It was released in 2020.
Okay.
In April. Yeah. It was a 14-track album. And, you know, given that Guyana and Guyanese artists doesn't have the recognition that we deserve as yet, it's kind of hard to promote multiple songs at once.
Yeah.
You know, you need like a serious marketing team, serious marketing campaign, a lot of money and things like that. So promoting an album is not easy. I got the music, but I don't think the plan was to do an album this year, but I kind of lean in more to just releasing singles and keep promoting the singles because it's much easier to do.
Yeah, yeah. King Selwyn, if I say your name wrong, the name right, he sent me 60.
Yeah.
I got 69
Kevin,
songs.
big up yourself.
I got 69 songs, so trust me, I know. He said you got songs and tracks for days and years and months. Yes, I know. When I got the file, I was like, what in God's name? This, you have so much music. So you know, I could definitely tell that you love doing this. This is your craft. And you do, you know, you have your 9 to 5 or whatever the case may be, but this is definitely something that you love doing. So it's important for people to understand that while you see me putting out some music, there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes, you know, for all of this to happen and come together and all of that. So I don't like when I see people dissing people and all of that kind of stuff, because doing this, it's a lot to do this, right? So I get it and I understand all the behind the scenes stuff that happens. So I'm gonna again give you kudos for having all of that music and continue releasing songs and to have other artists on your songs, because you're an advocate you know, for the other Guyanese artists who need to be heard. So I'm thankful that, you know, there's at least one of you who know the importance of that. So what do you hope that, you know, the other artists such as yourself, other Guyanese artists, like in 5 years, like what's your hope for you guys and your music? Like what's your hope? What do you see happening?
More recognition. We got to reach to the world. We got to reach to the world stage. We need to be touring. We got some big up people like Calvin Burnett right now, because we got Guyanese artists that touring. Big up Samuel Medas. We got artists that doing things. So it's not that, you know, we ain't getting somewhere. We've been working and we will get somewhere. So hopefully within 5 years' time, we on a different level globally, and everybody knows the Guyanese artists and everybody knows our music and things like that.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
Music is our love. Music is a vibe. It's all about, you know, competitiveness, because, you know, there's some friendly competition still. You know, as long as it's still inside the music, everything is appreciated.
Yeah.
And, you know, we love it. I got a couple of lyrical sons, but, you know, that's it. That's it. It's our vibe, it's our love, it's our music.
Definitely.
You know, it's block out all the hate, because at the end of the day, hate don't really get you nowhere. Hate, if somebody hates you, it helps you in so many ways. You got to just learn to channel it, you know, put it to the side, you know, and challenge it, channel your energy towards whatever you're doing, and let them, you know, just stay on the sides watching, because they can help promote you at the end of the day.
Definitely. Everything is promotion, as far as I could tell. Everything is promotion. So I just want to say, you know, I'm proud that you guys are out here doing this music, doing quality music for people to hear, and for people to know that Guyana do have a lot of dope artists out here that's working together and putting this music out and just trying to be just as the next person who goes internationally and all of that kind of stuff. Any last leaving positive words? Any positive words you want to leave?
Dog, it's just funny. When I start studying, just like a popularity now if you have money. But if you have money, it's a plus make a girl drop your standard personal playboy bunny. Girl I left, he keep on my neck, I'm a black. The same body she style like a shit. Yo, girl still got the sauce. She want roll with the boss. As man popular, Azariel the lawless boss. Georgetown, Guyana. Y'all don't know. Stand up.
Definitely. So this is not the last we're gonna talk. This is not. And any songs you have, send them to the email. I'll get it out to the other guys. Hi Naj. I'll get it out to the other guys on the station. So that everybody can start, at least on this end, try to push the Guyanese artists as well. So Azariel, I want to thank you for being here today. And stay lawless.
You don't know. Take up yourself. Thank you very much for having me.
No problem.
I appreciate it so much. And like I said, we're working towards getting Guyanese artists on the wall behind you there.
Yeah. We gonna do it. We gonna do it. Don't worry. I got it. I got it. All right. All right. Thank you. So have a good night. And I'll be playing this song more and more. Okay.
Yes, do that. Thank you.
All right. Have a good night. Get with the fix, Michelle G. That was Azariel, the lawless boss. Out of Guyana, one of the Guyanese artists that's out here doing quality music, people. Quality music. It's time that we start getting to know the Guyanese artists. So shout out to everybody that has been accepting these interviews. I definitely appreciate it. So again, here is Popular.
Flame them. When girl popularity, she will give it out like charity. Me no need to be accept like poverty. Come to agreement, so we have full solidarity. Baby girl say me got the sauce. She want roll with the boss. Cause man popular. Yo. The girl said that she need me. You take a boy, girl, easy. Cause man popular.
Your girlfriend, let me come and die. 6'1" and we know ugly. If you don't want you got you way. Much has to buy a thing up and I see the screens I'm a fan from a shop. I love a good t-shirt and jeans. Much less make her put down a suit. I know that girl watch me like fruit. So she want me, she say yeah, me that thing.
The girl say me got the sauce. She want roll with the boss. Cause man popular.
You're Smelty Killer, and you're in tune to Michelle G. And get with the fixed radio. Everybody.
When girl popularity, she will give it out like charity. Me no need to be accept like poverty. Come to agreement, so we have full solidarity. The girl say me got the sauce. She want roll with the boss. Cause man popular. Yo. The girl said that she need me. You take a boy, girl, easy. Cause man popular.
Yeah, with the fix, Michelle G. I am about to be out the building. I will be back on Saturday with Kiprich and also Yaksta. This Saturday, Yaksta and Kiprich will be live here on Get With The Fix. So tune in for those interviews. 4 p.m. Kiprich will be live. 4 p.m. U.S. time, 3 p.m. Jamaica time. And Yaksta will be live 5 p.m. U.S. time, 4 p.m. Jamaica time. So thank you guys for tuning in tonight. DJ G is up next here on Get With The Fix. I am Michelle G. My show is Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And some Saturdays I do my interviews as well. So good night, guys. Good night. Thank you, Benny and Sonica. And also thank you, Azariel, for 2 great interviews. Thank you, guys. Good night. Good night. I'm out the building. Bye.
She will give it out like charity. Me no need to be accept like poverty. Come to agreement, so we have full solidarity. The girl say me got the sauce. She want roll with the boss. Cause man popular. Yo. The girl said that she need me. You take a boy, girl, easy. Cause man popular.
Your girlfriend let me come and dog. 6'1" and we no play. If you don't want you got you. Man, much as the boss thing up and a 6 grand come and spam from a shop. Me love a good t-shirt and jeans. Much less me go put on a suit. And your girl go watch me like fruit. So she want me, she say yeah, me that. The girl say me got the sauce. She want roll with the boss.